Hey everyone, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a special collaboration with Dossier, and they're a perfume company that I've shared with you before, but I will be more in the future. I've been working with them, and so we have a little project using two new perfumes that they sent me. And then after that, we have some journals that we're going to look at that have been added to the shop. You can see some of them back here. But first, I want to show you these two new beautiful scents I got. You can find the link to these or to their shop in the description box below, as well as a coupon code. And even without the coupon code, they're only $29 a bottle, so it is a great deal. I've been wearing the previous two perfumes they sent me, the ones I showed you before, the woody raspberry and the fruity almond. I have been wearing those almost every day since I got them, and I'm excited to add two new scents. The wonderful thing about Dossier is that they are affordable. They are similar to some of the top brands of perfume out there, but not at that crazy price that they try to sell them for. Now, I'm not a connoisseur of perfume, so I don't actually own any perfume besides this. I think I have a Bath and Body Works one, but so I'm so excited to actually have these. Their bottles are so pretty, and I honestly prefer these simple bottles with these magnetic tops. I love them, and I love to see how we can use everyday things also in our crafts. So I showed you last time about spritzing a little card that I wrote "Smell Me," and I really liked how that turned out. Like, the scent stayed there even a couple weeks later, just very faint. You had to put it up to your nose to smell it, which is perfect for a journal because you don't want to open it and have it overwhelming. So this time I got floral lavender and I got woody peony. I always think of Edith Holden, you know, her book that we use. I almost feel like they're Edith Holden inspired scents because can't you just see those vintage floral illustrations? Okay, so let's talk about the scents, and then we have a little project here that we're going to be doing with it. So floral lavender, the top notes are mandarin, neroli, and black currant. The middle notes are jasmine, lavender, and orange blossom, and the base notes are vanilla, amber, and musk. I personally love a vanilla note to it. I just love that so much. It's inspired by YSL Libre Eau de Perfume. Like I said, I don't use those perfumes, but that's what it's inspired by. So if you're familiar with that, then you would know the inspiration and have an idea about that. Also, you can test these out. If you do not like it, you can easily return the bottles and ship it back to them. And so they've got you covered. If you're not sure you'll like the scent, not a problem. You can order it, try it. Don't like it, you can return it. And then we have our woody peony. The top notes are peach, lychee, bergamot, and freesia. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, peony, and white flowers. And the base notes are musk, oak moss, and woods. Makes me think of Limberlost or something like that. It's inspired by Ex Nihilo Fleur Narcotique Eau de Perfume. Can you tell I'm French? No. Oh my goodness. I don't know those highfalutin perfumes. Some of you may, and that's wonderful. I prefer something inspired by nature like this. This is what just makes me happy. So for the smell test, floral lavender. So what I love about it is each scent is so unique, but they feel like they belong in the same family. So I'm comparing this to the ones I already own, the fruity almond and the woody raspberry. And this is a little bit more, I can smell that lavender, and it's soft and sweet. It makes me think of like a young maiden walking through the meadow full of flowers. That's what it smells like to me. And so there's my floral lavender, and then the woody peony. That one, it reminds me a little bit of fruity almond, but a little more floral than fruity almond. And I think I can really smell the white flowers and the jasmine in it, the freesia. Oh, the touch of peach. That's what I'm getting. Oh, that's so beautiful. Ugh. And the magnetic tops. Amazing. Okay. Let's play. Time to play. I love their cards that tell you all about them. I keep these cards. They're so much fun. And then you can go back and see what's in them. I also find inspiration everywhere. So for me, these combinations of words, they're words obviously, but mandarin, neroli, jasmine, they inspire me for journals and digitals as well about different types of flowers to pair together, different floral names and things like that. So I find inspiration everywhere. Okay, so here's our project. I just have a little, I like to sometimes save little greeting card boxes or things like this to spray in, kind of like so overspray doesn't happen too much. I have these little lace pieces that I've cut up. I did a YouTube short recently where I just dyed some of these flowers from the middle, but these were from a white cardigan that I had, and I repurposed because I had it for years, and it was, it was done. When your clothes, they're done, and it's time to do something else with it. And I figured that it would get a better life by taking the lace off the bottom of the cardigan than it would by sending it to a thrift store. And it might not be getting picked up by anybody, and it might just go to a landfill. There was enough lace to make it worthwhile. So what I'm going to do is two-step. So this is some homemade spray that I made. It's purple, and we're going to be using the floral lavender. And so I'm going to have these lavender scented with this purple acrylic spray. Now, I make my own. I also sell them. They are called paper potions. This color is not available for sale, but I do have my most recent color. There's one left. You guys did amazing buying them from me yesterday, but that would be September Sky. You can see the blue, how beautiful it is. I have one left. So if you're wanting to try this project, you can also head over to my shop. You can find links for the perfume and also for my shop down in the description box below. But you can take whatever spray you have. Okay, so even if it's not one of mine, you can take your Tim Holtz sprays. You can take your Ranger sprays, your Dina Reevely? Like the gloss sprays, whatever spray you might have, or maybe some watercolor and a brush. And I'm just going to, I don't want to spray Lisa's journals. We're going to look at Lisa's journals in a minute. I'm just going to spray these till I have the right color or the right color of purple that I want. Now I can just have a tiny bit of purple and leave some white, or I can cover it. I love this soft purple, and it is perfect for the lavender scent that we will be adding. Isn't that beautiful? So it went from boring white to this beautiful soft purple. Gorgeous color. Now, I do not want to overdo it on the scent. And honestly, I'm doing this project because it was suggested by one of you with the last time I shared Dossier's perfume. Instead of spraying it on paper for the journal, spray it on fabric and it might last longer. So we're trying lace and we're going to see how this goes. I don't want to use too much, right? I'm going to center it on the flower and just do one spray per, well, or two, depending upon how much comes out. All right. Oh, that's amazing. I'm having images of like Edith Holden in my head. I wish you could smell it. So I'm going to let this dry. And then I can put these in the journal. I don't want the scent overwhelming in the journal, so just that tiny bit on this one piece of lace. I think maybe even on a cover of a journal or on a pocket inside of a journal would be so beautifully. And I will probably add a little smell me note to it so they know to smell it. And then also if somebody has a perfume allergy, they would know not to smell it or not to purchase it. But isn't that gorgeous? Oh. And so I could do, I'm actually going to just go ahead and layer because why not? Get these done while I'm at it. Because why not? I would do some of the September Sky, but like I said, I only have one more here for sale. I have a similar color in my personal stash, but we'll just stick with the lavender. This purple's so beautiful. I think I'm going to have to make a bunch of purple journals here in the future. Maybe a lavender like use my Lavender and Lace digital kit. Woo! And then I have 2 more pieces. I've gotten a lot of use out of just this recycled lace from my cardigan. This beautiful purple color. Spray bottles. I've used it multiple times and it's starting to, you know, I keep refilling it. It's starting to protest and not want to be refilled anymore. All right. Here we go. Oh, they're so pretty. I'm going to let them dry probably for 24 hours. And then I'll have these beautiful pieces to put in my journals. All right, so that's that. That's my floral lavender, my woody peony. These are going in my collection. And I'm pretty sure that next month I will have 2 more scents to share with you and another little project. I'm going to come up with another way to use these just so that, you know, it's a lot of perfume. It's quite a bit. These, I believe, are 50 milliliters. And so, or 1.7 fluid ounces. So it's plenty for us to use on our own, and then a little spritz here or there to just add that wonder, that smell to our journals. So that is Dossier. Please check them out. You won't regret it. All right, next, before we get to the journals, I do have 3 sets of paper clips for the shop. And my son, Watson, a lot of you have heard me talk about him. He helped me with these. These are alcohol ink, grunged up, dyed paper clips. And so these are jade. They're green. And you can see how grungy they are. I love that. They're not perfect green. You can see how grungy they are. I had done a blue before and I had used them in a journal and they really added a lot. So there are 40 or approximately 40 clips. He counted them. So approximately 40. He probably counted them right. But my boys, my 2 oldest boys, 8 and 7, they are helping me out in the shop. I've actually hired them, legally hired them, and they'll do 15 minutes here or there and I pay them. And it's a great way for them to learn responsibility with money and save for different things and all of that. So by purchasing, you know, these and other items in my shop, you're helping to support them as well. So I appreciate that. Thank you. And then we have, I think this is Amethyst. It's the purple one. It is really pretty because it's this almost chalky grunge, purple grunge. And I think it's so pretty. Ugh, just something total different. So there's about 40 clips in the amethyst color. And then we have 40 clips in the cobalt color in this dark blue, really grungy blue, really pretty. Like I said, they're alcohol ink dyed. So those have been added to supplies. We have I think she's a new artist, or maybe she's done a few journals before, but we're going to be looking at Lisa's journals today. She has 6 of them, and we're doing a flip through here in a second. Before that, I have one journal that I did yesterday to share with you, and this is called Be Strong in the Faith, and it is a faith-based honeybee journal. And on the front here, it says, "The Lord is righteous," Psalm 129:4. And this is my Wreaths of Psalms journal cards you can get on my shop. The front is a yellow cardstock cover. And then I have 2 embossed honeybees, 2 fussy cut honeybees from My Porch Prints, 3 stamped honeybees, a little cluster here, and you can see there's flowers, pearls, fabrics. There's a label here for you to put your name or the year or a favorite Bible verse. On the back corner, there's a cluster. See, there's one of those little flowers from that lace. I've just sprayed it and inked it up there. And the main digital in this journal is my Honey Makers. It's relatively new. It's a mini journal kit, not for making a mini size journal, but I think there's a couple pages of ephemera and several journal pages. So Honey Makers. And that's the main digital in here. And so this is some of that lace. It's just inked with orange ink. There's no scent to it. There's a little beaded safety pin. And then there's prayer cards. I have some of these in the shop too. The joy of the Lord is my strength, but I have sets of these in the supply section. More from Honey Makers. ephemera from Honey Makers. We have book pages, hand-dyed pages, Honey Makers. I've dyed the backs of the pages. This is from Honey Makers as well. Ephemera from Honey Makers. Music paper. And that's, of course, the ephemera. Hand-dyed papers. Honey Makers. This is Artie Mays. And there's a little nature leaf paper clip holding that on. Oh, inside of this, it's a little envelope. There's little honeybee words that come from the kit that you can use throughout. They say like beehive and stuff like that. It's a yellow piece of paper. And then He Restores My Soul. And I added a My Porch Prince Fussy Cut honeybee there. Some stenciled paper, a tag. More bee ephemera. There's a sweet little cluster with My Porch Prince bee there. Vintage music paper, ledger paper. More ephemera. More ephemera. This just came out so pretty. So, be strong in the faith. There's another My Porch Prince bee. My tickets are sticking. There we go. And then this says, give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. Vintage paper. The library card in the back. So, that's Honey Makers, or the kit is Honey Makers. So that's the one I've added. Now let's move on to Lisa's journals. Oh, they're pretty. Here's the first one. Look at this. Of course, I love roses, so I'm partial. So pretty. The size is cute. 5x7. This is called Lovebirds. Lisa Maria Jones. Look at how pretty. Mostly shabby dabby doo-dah digis with a few others, but thank you for letting us know where you got your digis. Love the pinks and reds. Oh, look at that. Little, I think it's a Jane Austen coloring book page. Perfect Jane Austen theme for sure. Just kind of like simple shabby chic. Perfect to write in, to decorate as you wish. Beautifully put together. Beautiful selection of pages. You even got some sweet coloring pages that you can use. Coffee dyed pages, labels, ephemera. Just sweet. It's nice to have, and that was kind of the idea of the faith journal there I just showed you. It's nice to have some simpler journals that are a little bit of a smaller price tag. Like yesterday we showed Beatrice's journals and they were all bam, huge, giant, high price tag. And now this balances it for those of you who would like to purchase yourself or someone else a journal, but you want something more simple and within your budget. I love the pairing of this boho fabric with these elephants, with these purple roses. Isn't that pretty? Boho Beauty. The cover is Tracy Fox Lorella. Ooh, pretty. Artie Mays, Bohemian Ladies. And then some other digitals. Oh, look at what she did for the tabs. You are an artist after my own heart. And I've mentioned this many times on my videos. If you're trying to make a usable journal, meaning you want somebody to be able to write in it. So sometimes you're making eye candy, and that's fine. And that's wonderful, and we all love that. But sometimes you want to hoard your supplies. You don't want to pour a lot of money into a journal, but you want it to be very usable. You just spread out your tabs or your page edgings, and look at how beautiful that looks. And so we have lots of purples. Very sweet. I love the music paper paired with all these purple digitals. Angel's Serenade. This must be, I'm going to guess that's Artie Mays. Or My Porch Prince, probably. Who knows? I think it's My Porch Prince. But she's used Artie Mays and My Porch Prince, so. Beautiful. And I love how you did that cover. So pretty, Lisa. It's just different than what you would expect. And it's just gorgeous. Okay. Here's our next one. Live Gently Upon This Earth. So this is from my Pansy Ephemera digital, or you can get it printed. And all of these are free shipping to the United States, exact shipping worldwide. So this is a challenge journal. Lovely Luella, My Secret Garden. She's used Luella, Pansy Ephemera, Music Blooms, and Peaceful Poppies. You can find all of those in my shop under digitals or under print shop. So this is lovely Luella. So pretty. I love music paper. More Luella. She's added in some Peaceful Poppies, Music Blooms, Pansy Ephemera. I think that one's from Peaceful Poppies. Peaceful Poppies. Now, Peaceful Poppies was not part of the challenge, but it is the perfect one to add to this. So great work picking that one out. Pansy Ephemera. More Pansy Ephemera and Music Blooms. The Poppies. Poppies go so well with it. Book pages, lovely Luella. It is just flows so well as this gorgeous, simple journal. You just want to start writing in it. I know that this is going to be one that is loved. I can just already see the writing on the pages. This is My Secret Garden. Things to do. Pick poppies, put poppies in hair, repeat. So that's from Peaceful Poppies, and this library card is from Peaceful Poppies. So definitely recommend that you purchase those digitals, especially the Peaceful Poppies and the Pansy Ephemera. They'll get you far in your journals. And I love this gorgeous linen here, the crocheted work. All right. And then we have this beauty. Look at that ribbon. Cute pocket with ephemera. Let me look at that paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. This one is called Love Letters and Postcards. Mostly shabby-dabby-doo-dah. Look at all the little postcards. That's a great idea to have a journal with lots of postcards. And of course, beautiful choice of papers. Look at the letters. That's the Jane Austen kind of like letter writing theme. Dyed paper, vellum, coffee dyed paper. So she really knows how to put together a signature in a very pleasing way. They're just gorgeous. Just those touches of ephemera. I would much rather buy a simple journal like this, use a simple journal like this for my daily type note taking that I need to do, than to have a boring notebook. The price point on something like this is not that bad. You're supporting an artist and you're happy every time you pull it out. I use little notebooks that a lot of you make me. I'm especially thinking of Michelle Wynn. She'll send me little notebooks and I use them. I use them when I need notebooks for my work and for other things. And it's so happy to pull out a little handmade notebook. And our next one, more roses. Look at that gold ribbon. I love your pockets. They're so cute. Look at the edging. Isn't that beautiful here? So pretty. This is called Beauty. So there were 5 journals that were part of a sweetheart collection that she made. Shabby-dabby-doo-dah, Eclectic Tess Imagery, and Alducina Scrap, I think it is. Some of those I'm not familiar with. I think it is so wonderful when artists find shops that maybe aren't mentioned as many times. Like we will hear Artie Mae's My Porch Prints, Antique Papery, Tsunami Rose. We'll hear those over and over and over again because they deserve that. They deserve that kind of attention with how long they've been with us and how many things they've made. But there are a lot of lesser known shops that have just as beautiful items, and I love when they get mentioned and other people can go and they can become favorites. So there's that beautiful one. And then we have one more to finish off today. Beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. Lace on the spine. This one's called Listen to Your Heart. Shabby Dabby Doodah, My Porch Prince, Odelan, I can't really read it. Odelsina, maybe? Scrap Paper Daisy Journals. I'm assuming those are all Etsy shops. We all have our best guides within us. If only we would listen. Mansfield Park. Of course, that is a Jane Austen book. I love the labels. It's kind of a collage-y type feel to it. The Voice of the Heart. So pretty. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful papers. Hand-dyed pink paper. Just look at those. And of course, you could buy these journals as a set. I think they would be so much fun to use one after another. Or if you know you're kind of organizing your life and you want one for recipes and one for household chores and one for gratitude and one for, you know, addresses and one for ideas and brain dump. And you could, you know, write them all out and have one for each and keep them near wherever you do your writing and your journaling. And that, my friends, is all for today. But be back tomorrow because I'll be back here. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, and have a blessed day.